Hi guys, Adam here. I don't normally do these compilation videos, but what I wanted to do, as it's the end of 2020, which has been a difficult year, going into 2021, I wanted to do something positive. So I wanted to show the best videos that have been on my YouTube channel, or videos that to me have stood out as things that have progressed the channel forward immensely this year. So before I start this video, I want to say a massive thank you to everybody who has supported me during 2020 and before that as well. You have been absolutely amazing with your support, and without your support I wouldn't be bothered to make the content, to be honest with you. So before we start off, it's you guys and you guys alone that take the time to watch the videos, comments. It means a hell of a lot to me, so thank you very much, and I hope you enjoy what's coming up.
Looking down from my highest view to see what's going on below. See some people stumbling down the road and others getting ready to go. Whatever the time, you know it's gonna be alright. On the night we're singing. So you can drink in anthem, 40 hours to party hard or chill with the still. Some people like a few pints, and some people have pulling on their minds. Whatever the time, you know it's gonna be alright. All the night we're singing. 48 hours in, and we're getting run spin from the curse of the dreaded hangover. Need all day Sunday just to recover, but you know what this means. The weekend's been the bee's knees. This all you can drink in anthem, 48 hours to party hard or chill with the still. Some people like a few pints, and some people have pulling on their minds. Whatever the time, you know it's gonna be alright. All night we're singing, we're singing. We're singing. Oh no, Monday's here again. 5 more days to endure before we can tear up this town again and repeat our antics again. Whatever the time, you know it's gonna be alright. On the night we're singing. Whatever the time, you know it's gonna be alright. On the night we're singing.
Alright guys, that was Weekend Drinking Anthem, and it was a demo, and this is how my videos were going onto the Metalhead Hippie show before I started learning more with getting Studio One and learning how to do things like, you know, adding different effects, as well as, you know, creating drum beats from samples later on down the line, so it made the track fuller. So the reason why this made the list is because, number one, this was my first ever video that got onto the Metalhead Hippie show at the end of June, and this is what kick-started the videos that kept constantly coming after that, because I had such an amazing response to my first time on the show, which I remember it being, I think it was about 6:30 in the morning when I was played, and this was on a Sunday night. It was the second time I've ever tuned into the show, and we were asked if anybody would like to put a video on at the end of the show, you know, and like Anthony Lee Band and that were saying, Adam, you should get your video on. And I was then asked, you know, have you got the link for the video, which I put on, and it got put on, I think it was like the second video towards the end of the show. And yeah, the response from the community was just absolutely amazing. And you know, after that, this is what drove the channel to basically, for me to put on improvs, you know, eventually going on to collaborate as well. So the next two videos coming up are the videos where I really started to improvise, you know, properly, and start to work on the video editing side of things. So the first one of these is my improvisation to Bumblefoot's Planetary Lockdown challenge, which was like a 30-second bit in the middle. So the video you'll see is basically him playing, and there's a section where you had to put your improvisation in the middle. The second video that's going to come up after that was the one I did with Shawn The Bassist doing the Rockin' Hippie challenge, which was something else that this community is good for, is for setting up challenges and basically asking people to improvise to stuff. So this was one of the first times where I took lyrics I wrote and basically, you know, did them as a duet with the guy who was doing challenge. I did it originally with Ian Luckett as well, but this was the first one where I actually started to get the video editing rolling. So I hope you enjoy these next two that are coming up, guys. Right guys, so after I done those improvs, the next videos that are coming up will actually be the start of the collaborations side of things, because whilst I was working alongside doing like Shawn The Bassist improv and that, a week or two before, Hold, who's a YouTube user, was writing this song called Fall of Jericho and putting like stages of the song being progressing, as it was. And what I remember happening is that Andy Dion basically came on board to do the lead guitar work, and looking for vocalists. At the first instance, I didn't go forwards because everybody else was using GarageBand, I believe, and I thought, oh, it might put me out the running because I was using Studio One. That's my DAW of choice. But one of the YouTube friends that I've gained, Jazzy D, basically, said to Hold, why don't you have Adam come on to this? It sounds like it would be a collaboration that would really work for you two. And lo and behold, we actually came up with this, the Fall of Jericho, and I actually tried a different kind of vocal technique, which was to make it sound a bit more menacing in parts. This was important for when I later went on to do my own song Jekyll and Hyde, to kind of get this almost like a growling kind of evil, intense like metal vocal in there that I could use. So the next video coming up is the collaboration that Hold initiated with myself on vocals and Andy Dion on lead guitar to the Fall of Jericho. So I hope you enjoy it. Right guys, that was The Fall of Jericho, which was a song by Hold featuring myself and Andy Dion. The next video I'm going to be putting up is actually the first time I collaborated using my own song lyrics and a rhythm guitar section using my 8 string, which you can see by there. And it was important because it was actually the first time I'd ever collaborated using one of my own songs with someone else, in a virtual setting. So it was really important for me to do that, and some of the lessons I learnt with the vocals in The Fall of Jericho were really important when I did this bridge section in Jekyll and Hyde, where I have this kind of evil voice that comes out. It's kind of like a evil, disturbed lyric, almost growling. I wouldn't necessarily call it a metal growl, but it's near enough for me. And what I loved about using the 8-string, as I do with a lot of my videos, is just the tone that I can get out of this thing. I can get something that sounds a bit like a bass, or get the standard guitar octave out of it, and it really worked well here, where it, had 123 Studio was actually doing lead guitar on a normal 6-string, against me doing a backdrop with an 8-string rhythm section, which sounded like really aggressive, and it just really worked. So this will be the next video coming up, and if you want to check out on my channel as well, there's another collaboration I did with 123 Studio called These Four Walls, which includes lead guitar from Thierry Nisse, so I'd recommend you check that out as well. But this is Jekyll and Hyde. Right, that was Jekyll and Hyde, guys, and the two videos that I've got coming up back to back now are examples of challenges that I've taken part in. So the first one is the video I've done recently for TAC FullHouse's Metal Christmas collaboration, which was like a 90-second backing track or just under, that you had to basically improvise to, whether it was drums or, like I did, doing lead guitar and actually writing my own sort of Christmas ballad based on top of it. So that was kind of cool to do. And the second one was actually by Forrester the Wolf, who did this amazing composed backing track for people to have a go with, either to improvise to and that as well. And I wrote a song called Hippie's House Gang just based on this song, and taking the lessons that I've been learning and putting them together from what I've been doing with TAC FullHouse's collaborations, where I had guitar and vocals. So both of these have a similar effect, so I hope you enjoy both of these as well.
Marching around the Christmas tree, 5 days that we can be free, celebrating with our families, doing all the things we can in our free household clans, playing games, having a roast, and raising a toast, seeing our friends and family on Zoom. It's almost like we're in the same room. 2020's been a different year, but 2021 is almost here. Listen to the music, it sets us free, singing with our families. Those who can't be there, bring the virtual Christmas cheer from your own chairs. What a year it's been, a different scene. No live music, can't stop to dream. Revisit my past, this time it'll last. I've become part of an online scene, writing most days, an A-string I play, cause I wanna be different, that's just my way. Then in June, I found a community hang, and become a member of the Hippie House Gang. We all do our thing, we play or we sing, amateur or pro, we're on the show. Positivity beams through every stream, we all start to think what our next songs will be. Friends around the world, supporting each other with our goals. Solo or collaboration, we come together from all nations. I'm up 3 a.m. so I can see the music that's on this week. Sometimes it's new, sometimes repeats, but I don't care, music goes to my feet. All do our thing, we play or we sing, amateur or pro, we're on the show. Positivity beams through every stream, we all start to think what our next songs will be. brings together, he doesn't boast. Creates a great show and a great scene. It's where I'd rather be. Sharing my songs among friends, seeing the comments that they send. I'm sure everyone feels the same. So happy with their slice of fame. Love to hang with a hippie house gang. So popular even has a band. Everyone is slick, everyone is cool. If you need help, musicians are on hand. Rock on.
Right guys, that was some of my highlights from 2020. I hope you enjoyed the videos that I picked out for you, and it kind of showed a little bit of the timeline of the journey that I've gone on this year, even if the rest of the year has been absolute rubbish, you know, with events as they are in the world. Yeah, the music has been the only positive thing, otherwise it would just be work and home. That would be it. Not really interesting story there, is it? So, yeah, on that note, I want to wish you guys an awesome 2021. And to all my musician friends, got my fingers crossed for you that everything goes well for any gigs or releases that you've got coming out. You know, you deserve all the luck you can get after a torrid year this year. So, I want to leave you 2 parting gifts that were really nice to see. I was tagged in, which was Shawn The Bassist and Boomer Bass Meme, to play you guys out with their bass collaborations they done on 2 different improvs I done. So I hope you guys will enjoy these. Anybody that has collaborated with me or appears on this video as collaborators will appear in the video description below, so you can check their channels out, hit them up, subscribe to them. I'll also put the link, as always, in the video comments for things like the Metalhead Hippie Show and people who share my videos generally. So I hope you guys enjoy Shawn The Bassist and Boomer Bass Memes improvs, and have a good one guys, and have a great 2021. See you later.